Hi Robyn, thank you so much for your purchase. Welcome to my shop. I think this is your first time purchasing from my shop, so I want to appreciate you taking that time to purchase. And we're going to go ahead and begin. So I'm going to do the Deep Connection Tarot reading today. It says, I feel that Barry is my soulmate. Nothing has happened between us, and I don't even know how he feels about me. I just know that I'm in love with Barry, and I think about him 24/7. I want to know how he feels about me. Does he want us together? Is he going to reach out anytime soon? Will we spend the rest of our lives together, or will we move from where we are living now? Thank you so much. Okay. And then it says, he gave me his birth date. My main area is per initial information. I feel that Barry is my soulmate. Nothing has happened. But you think about him. Barry, the moment I met him nearly 2 years ago. I know he likes me, but I don't know much more than that. All I think about is Barry. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I'm going to do the Deep Connection reading. And it is a 10-card reading. So I'm working with my, I am working with my Gil Tarot for this reading, which is a really beautiful deck. And let me go ahead and I'm going to start shuffling, just clearing up the energy here as we begin your reading. And this goes, wait, where is the other one? Up here. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to leave the tarot here in the corner for a second. We're going to do the angel cards, praying to Archangel Michael for Barry and Robyn. Archangel Michael, I pray that you provide me with protection and guidance, that I'm able to see clearly in this reading for Robyn and for Barry. Archangel Raziel, I pray that you provide me with vision and clarity so I can see clearly in this moment. So it is, and so shall it be. Amen. All right, so let's do a dark goddess card because I want to see what is the guidance from them for your situation with Barry. Okay, so let's take a look. First card is spend time in nature. This card can be, you know, trying to let things be. I know that can be hard, right? But letting things be on their own. Maybe they're advising you to spend more time outdoors. Maybe he likes the outdoors. I don't know how you know him, if it's through work, if it's a neighbor, but I feel like there's an outdoor connection that may bring you together or help you bring you closer if you try that. I have the card of the moon. So the moon can be a month time frame, 28 to 30 days. There may be something that may change for the better, I feel. We have the card of the High Priestess and the High Priest, responsibility. So this is about something that needs to be looked at. Maybe he has children, maybe he has somebody that he's talking to. But there is a need to be very careful about something with him, okay? I have the hands that heal, healing touch, a hand-on approach. So there is a need to be gentle about this man. Again, maybe there is something here that you need to be very careful with. I don't know if he's dating anyone, but I feel like there is something that you just have to be very careful with. And there's a little bit of fear here about that. Maybe you're concerned about it already, but, or maybe he has suffered some sort of like, you know, difficult relationship or difficult situation. That's what I'm seeing with this card. I have the card of the moon, like I said earlier. And then I have Archangel Michael, and he's all about protection and strength. So he's bringing you a lot of protection with this situation, with this relationship. And then I have Ran, and it says Goddess Ran, and it's abuse. So it could be that he has gone through some abuse, that he's gone through some sort of challenging energy. Maybe you have been as well. So I definitely see there has been some sort of abuse and challenge. And so the energy here is to be careful, right? To be responsible and to have a hands and gentle approach, because there's a fear of abuse or a fear of being like having a cycle repeat itself. And so that is definitely coming up here for him and for you. Okay, so there is a little bit of hesitation, and it may have to do with what I just said. Okay, so I am shuffling the cards here with my Gil Tarot, see what comes through for you and for him in the cards. We're focusing on your energy and his energy, and see what the cards say. All right, let me put this on the side, take all these out. There's been some sort of abuse, which I don't know if it's from you or him, or maybe both of you have been through something like that. But that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so we have the card of you, which represents you. We have Judgment, and you want a new beginning. You want a rebirth. Like I said, maybe you've been through something that you're ready to start again. You're ready to start from scratch. So we're definitely seeing a rebirth here, starting over, okay, for you. There's a beautiful angel here that's with you, that's trying to help you bring that new beginning, that new start, is what I am seeing. So again, there is a rebirth, excuse me, coming forward. There's a new start here, is what I'm getting with this card, okay? For him, we have the Hermit, and he seems to be by himself right now. I feel like he wants to be alone, or he has been alone for a long time. The Hermit is all about hermetic energy, being by yourself, being lonely, being solitary, just being on your own. And that's definitely coming up here, okay, if you will. That is strongly coming up here in the cards, if you will, which is interesting. So we have that here, okay. The third card is your views of the relationship, and you're satisfied. You feel him to be the one. You feel him to be someone who can bring you the happiness that you deserve, okay? Okay. All right. The next card I have is the next card is the fourth card, and his views. And it's the Hangman. And the Hangman is all about taking a time away, taking some time to have a pause, not rushing into anything. It can represent a timeout. Literally, it could represent a timeout of some sort. So it's definitely showing, you know, a timeout, a suspension, you know, a need to take a time for himself. And it can also be a new perspective, you know, looking at things from a different angle in a situation. Your physical connection is the Ace of Cups. I mean, I do feel he is attracted. Ace of Cups is a very beautiful card in relationships. So it is showing that there is a new start. There is a new beginning. Ace of Cups always talks about a new beginning. So it is showing that here. The physical connection, like I said, is a new beginning. So there's a new opportunity here. And there's fire. So there is a chance for, you know, a big attraction there. I feel. And then we have the emotional aspect, and I got order. So there's a lot of order here. There's a lot of things coming together. So the emotional, you know, he's still sorting things out. He's very afraid of getting hurt. He's afraid of going through a challenge or a situation that may be difficult, is what I am picking up. So he's afraid of going through something that's difficult or that's challenging, is what I'm getting with that card. Okay. Mental, he is death. So he is still mourning and grieving over a loss. Could be someone in his family, could be a relationship, something that really was difficult for him that ended. And so he is mourning through that. He's still holding on to it, okay? He's still going through it. He's still not healed from it. There is protection around him, but from the other, you know, spiritual side, but he's still holding on to a death of some sort. Spiritual and soul, we have the Seven of Wands, and this is talking about him really being a warrior, really being strong, really fighting for what he wants, really trying to overcome a difficulty. So I feel like he is overcoming something that was hard, and he is trying his best to do so. And that's what we're getting with this card, that he is overcoming something difficult, something challenging, something that he went through that was difficult. Okay. The soul of this relationship is prosperity. So there is potential for this to grow, for this relationship to prosper, for this relationship to go to the next level. Okay, I pulled an angel card for that, and I got rejuvenation. Take time to rest and recharge your batteries. So again, with the Hangman energy, I feel like this is saying that he's still trying to heal from something. I don't know what it could be, but it could be something, like I said before, family, a relationship, some sort of a loss that he went through in his past. I feel something that he went through that was challenging. Long-term compatibility is the Six of Pentacles, and there's a lot of well-being, there's a lot of abundance here. So there's a lot of potential for him and for you to come together. There's a mutual connection I do see, even though you said you've never had anything with him before. I do feel like there is a mutual connection. I have that there has been a shaky foundation in the past. There has been an unsteady energy, but I feel like there is potential for you both to be in a very serious relationship in the long term. Looks like really good. Looks positive. What is the obstacle right now in preventing Robyn and what is his name? I just had it in my. It's with the B. Hold on. Barry. I knew it. I didn't want to say it. Barry. What is the obstacle? And I've got equality, Lilith. Equality is one thing that he may be kind of like concerned about. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if it is that you work in one, maybe you work together, so, or he wants fairness with something. I don't know what that is, but that's what's coming up here. What other blockages can be obstacleizing this relationship between Barry and Robyn? And I got being empathetic, being understanding of a situation that he's been through. And then I got fulfillment, which is about, you know, understanding something and what he wants, and decisions. So there is a lot here that he's still kind of trying to navigate. He wants equality. He wants the person to be empathetic. He doesn't want to rush into anything because of what he's been through. He just wants to take his time. And I got the Chariot, which means that this is going to move forward, but you may want to kind of talk to him about it, maybe approach him to, you know, kind of initiate a little bit. Doesn't have to be anything too aggressive, but you may want to start a little bit with inviting him for a cup of coffee or something like that, okay? And nature is something that he loves, looks like, based on the cards. So you may want to try like something with nature, or a place that's close to nature, a nature scene or something like that. So that's definitely coming up here. And then I pulled an additional card and I got retreat, and it says seek and receive consolation from God to overcome a difficult experience. This is a time for reflection, solitude, and contemplation. So this is about retreating. This is about taking time away. So I get a lot of retreat, rest. So he may need that, and you may need that as well. So that is definitely coming up here strongly. Okay, so it looks really great. I don't see anything majorly negative here. I hope that you enjoyed this first reading out of your 3 that you purchased. Thank you so much for your purchase, and I'll see you here in a few days for your next 2 readings. If you have any questions, let me know. Big hugs.